Hey, how are you today? It's LaShonda Henry here, aka Sister Sense. And today, what I want to do is talk to you about smart business moves. Specifically, what we're going to do is actually dive into some of my personal favorite sales secrets and work at home tools. So, hopefully, you guys are excited to hang out with me, one of your virtual business besties, I hope, for the next couple of minutes or so. So let me go over to Facebook. I always like to just kind of jump on and test and see, make sure that you guys can see me. Feel free to let me know who you are and where you are, whether you're catching me live or via the replays. Check in, say hey, hey, hey. Let me know who you are and where you are. Feel free to share this out. Number two, because that's what it's all about. And of course, if you're catching me on the replay side, drop into the comment box, hashtag replays rock. So who's on it today? Whether you are watching me on Facebook, Periscope, or YouTube, who's on? Drop into the comment box. Let me see. Say hey to me. Number one. Number two, like I said, what I'm going to do is for the next couple of days, talk to you about sales secrets and work at home tools that I absolutely love. So let me see if you are excited about this topic. For me, drop into the comment box SS if you're curious about some of the sales secrets that I'm going to be dropping this week. I can't even get it out. If you are excited about what I'm going to talk about with respect to sales secrets, drop the words, or rather the letters SS into the comment box for me. That's number one. And number two, if you would like to know about some of these web tools that I am absolutely loving right now, drop WT into the comment box for me. So SS for sales secrets, WT for web tools, so I can see what you're interested in learning. Could be one or the other or both. So, hey, Leslie. Hey, Ferrari. Hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. So excited to see you guys here in the building. Again, feel free to share this out. So let's dig into the session today so I can let you guys know all the good that I've got for you. Miss B says SS. I see I got Lavon in the building dropping an SS. Hello from Philly. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Dr. Sky. So, a lot of you are excited about the sales secrets. Awesome. Hey, Jessica. Welcome, welcome. And WT is coming in too. You guys are curious about that as well. So, good things there. All right. So, I am super excited to share. Let me jump into the conversation. First thing that I want to do is to start off with the smart sales secrets for you. Okay. So every day for the next couple of days, I'm going to be dropping these goods on you. Now, hopefully, you guys have your notebook out and you're ready, right? You're ready for this. So these are simple, and I want you to think about how you can apply these simple strategies to what it is that you're trying to work on. Okay. So, the first thing that I have for you here is the one thing that I did well, not this week, but coming into this week's last weekend. One of the things that I did was I hosted a free virtual summit. So it was over the phone. Folks got to participate live, call in, listen to me and some of my business besties like Kim Coles and Tashina Davis. We had a great time. Have you hosted a virtual summit in the last 30 days? If you haven't, I highly recommend you do so. A free summit. It's a great way for you to strategically sell your offers and offer value to your community. I had literally over 250 people sign up, and I still have people signing up so that they can listen to the replays. Okay. So I want to, again, and this is not a rhetorical question. If you're watching me, whether it's live or via the replay, let me know. Have you hosted your own virtual summit and your own kind of live experience in the last 30 days? If not, you might want to consider hosting one in the next 30 days. Like I said, I had well over 250 people who've been experiencing the Spring into Action Live Virtual Summit. And I'm super, super excited about that. A free virtual event is a great way to build your list, engage your current audience, and to attract new people to you too. Okay. So that's one thing that I want you to consider. And I'm going to talk about some sales secrets throughout today and as we go through this week. But the first one is creating really amazing list builders, valuable experiences so that people can opt into them and get some good from you. And across any industry, to be honest with you, you can host a virtual summit experience. So that's one thing to consider, number one. Number two, replacing my offline event with a virtual event. So here's the deal. I was supposed to be in South Carolina so that I could host my Spring into Action 3-day workshop at a beautiful resort. We were supposed to be bossing up on the beach, all that good, right? So who has either had to cancel a live event, number one, or they were planning to go to a live event as a speaker or an attendee, and that event was canceled. So the reality is it's happening a lot right now. So for me, and this is something that honestly I always do anyway, so it wasn't necessarily a new strategy for me, but it's honestly strategically a thing that I always do. It's to create a virtual experience to complement my offline experience, right? So this coming weekend, I have a 3-day workshop that is kind of going to complement some of the things that I was supposed to be doing here. Well, South Carolina, because I live in North Carolina. My live workshop was supposed to be 3 days in Myrtle Beach, had to cancel hotel and all that stuff, right? But we're doing the 3-day as a virtual webinar experience this coming week, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, right? So that's something that you can consider. There are a lot of people who are either canceling their events or they are putting it off for indefinitely for maybe June, July, August, kind of hoping that things change in that span of time. But again, another thing that you can do is simply create a virtual version. So let me give you a differentiation before I check in with you so I can see what you guys are saying in the comment section. For me, there are lots of different types of virtual experiences that you can create, right? Like number one, we're doing a live stream right now. That's a virtual experience. Number two, doing a virtual telesummit. That's something different. So people are calling in and they're listening in via the phone. Number three, a webinar workshop is another opportunity. So different from just listening over the phone, they get to see the screen and they get to see presentations. Then they get to see not only slides, but then they get to see me working on my computer, or I can give them the presenter mode and see what they're doing on their computer. So live stream, you're looking at me. That's number one. Telesummits, you're listening over the phone. That's number two. And number three, webinar presentations give you an opportunity to do a little bit of all of these, honestly, because via webinars, they can see you and or see your screen. But again, whether it be presentation slides or being able to see what you're doing on your computer, all that good stuff, right? So number one, creating a free event specifically is really a great strategic sales strategy, number one. And then number two, replacing those offline events that you had to do or wanted to do with online experiences, that's something that you can consider. Now, number one, do you plan on hosting something free, like a free virtual summit in the next 30 days? Number two, can you replace something that you were planning to do offline with a virtual event online? Now, I mentioned to you that my Spring into Action 3-day weekend workshop is happening Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. On Friday, I'm going to be teaching how to become a pro at webinars. So essentially, I'm going to talk to you about working on creating webinars for profit or using them for promotion, and then creating different types of virtual experiences, like some of the ones that I'm talking about right here, whether it be telesummits, live streams, or webinars. We're going to work on putting those together, and I'm going to be sharing some of my favorite solutions, right? So that's happening, number one. And number two, for those of you who missed, let me know, were you able to participate in the live virtual summit that I did last week? Yes or no? If you missed it, You've got less than 24 hours to listen to it, because I wanted to make sure that people who didn't have the opportunity to listen, they could listen at least for a little bit before that goes down and you have to get the replays, right? So you can actually go, write this down, okay? You can actually go to, let me see if I've got that on the screen. I do. So sistasense.com/GBGB. That's the Girl Boss Goody Basket. That is a PDF. It's free for you to access, and it's got a lot of great things in there. Number one, it's going to give you a link so that you can get to listen to the replays of the virtual summit before those go away in less than 24 hours. And number two, gives you an opportunity to register for my upcoming 3-day webinar workshop so that we can, for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we can dig in and dig deep. And of course, if you're catching me on the replays and you go, oh my gosh, I missed these, still make sure that you get the PDF so that you can get the replays for either of these or both of them. Because the 3-day weekend workshop that's coming up next week also includes the replays of the virtual summit I did last week, okay? So that's just an opportunity for you to take advantage of those resources and recommendations. So let me continue this conversation. But before I do, let me just kind of pop in there and see. Okay, so y'all are raising your hand. I see a raised hand here. Confirmation, definitely. There are some things that either you are doing or need to work on. Because again, I said to you, do you, number one, do you have opportunities where people can participate in virtuals with you, right? Or are you planning to create some of these virtual experiences? And I see that some of you all have popped up some hand raises and yeses on the screen. So here's the deal, okay? In addition to, number one, hosting a live free summit, right? Because free, Free, I'm here to tell you that you can get paid with free, okay? And when I was doing the summit, I talked about how to get paid, stay paid, and pay your bills. And so when I said, hey, y'all, you can get paid with free, one of the ladies was like, what? What does that mean, get paid with free? And I said, essentially, look, you are right now experiencing this live virtual summit and you came in free. You did not have to pay to listen to this experience, right? But here's what I did. I offered 3 different options, which I'm still currently offering, right? So number one was to experience the virtual summit for free. Number two was to invest into the replays at half off before they go up. And then number 3 was to get the replays as a freebie in addition to my 3-day webinar workshop happening next week. That's GBB. That's the GBB sales strategy, which stands for good, better, best. So put that into the comment box for me, GBB. What you want to do, especially for those of you who try to figure out the best product or the best offer, is as opposed to trying to rack your brain coming up with one option, one price, one offer, make it thrice as nice by giving them 3 options. You like that, right? Thrice as nice. Give them 3 options. So the experience spring into action, there was an option to, again, get free, right? People can just get the free and walk away, right? But there's also an opportunity to listen to the replays and sign up for them, and then to get the 3-day weekend workshop. So I'm going to give you some price points too, so that you can see strategically, again, how you can get paid with free. Okay. So for obviously free is $0, right? So all they have to do is sign up, opt in, $0. And like I said, well over 250 people signed up. So it was a good opportunity to build the list and also to create some value for my existing audience. Okay. Then level 2 was to get half off of the replays for a limited time. So for those who participated live and for those who get to listen to the replays, when again, you go over to sistasense.com/spring, listen to the replays before they go away in less than 24 hours, those people have the opportunity to get the replays for half off before they go up $30, right? That's option number 2. You can get paid with free. So that means taking something that is free live and saying, look, the live is free, the replays are not. Okay. So you can get the replays now for $30 before they go up and then go away, right? option, the next option is my 3-day webinar workshop. Right now, the 3-day webinar workshop is also half off at 130, and there's a 2-part payment plan. So literally, there are people who participated live for free, people who participated live and are currently listening to the replays and then going, man, I really want this, and then buying the replays at $30. And then there are people who are signing up right now for the 3-day weekend workshop. Either they're paying 130 because they want to get half off before it goes up, or they're like, look, I want to do this, but I can't pay 130 right now. So I'm going to break this bad boy up, and they're paying $75 now. And then in 2 weeks, they pay another $75, right? So payment plans, that's an option. Paying for just the replays, that's an option. Just getting what you can get for free, that's an option. This is a sales secret strategy that more of you need to integrate into your business. Smart sales, where you're not just like, man, I'm going to give it all away for free and then hope that somebody does something and goes to my store. You want to make sure that you strategically connect your free offers to your upsell paid offers, and the process is seamless, okay? Because some of you have some freebies, but you haven't connected it to a paid offer. Who's like that? You got a freebie, but you haven't consistently and strategically connected it to a paid offer, or you only have one price point. So you're like, man, I hope this price works for people. And some of you, because you really desperately want people to buy your stuff, you're trying to discount to the cheap. Who's done that? You've tried to drop the price super, super low because you want as many people to buy as possible. But see, what you're doing in those instances is you're devaluing yourself, number one. And number two, you're missing out on the opportunity to get paid from people who could actually afford to pay you, right? But you're so scared that nobody's going to buy at the price point that you want. You are only offering the lowest possible price. You got a GBB, that good, better, best strategy. Okay. Now, here's the deal. If you think what I'm sharing with you right now is helpful, can you let me know? Can you give me some hearts? Can you give me some likes? Can you let me know specifically by dropping into the comment box? Let me see something that you are learning from what I'm saying today, number one. Number two, the 3-day webinar workshop. For 3 days, I'm going to talk to you about how to set up and sell spring into action Sister Sense style. First day, we're going to work on you setting up webinars and other types of virtual events. Second day, we're going to work on you creating products, self-publishing, and also creating digital products too. I'm going to work with you. This is a hands-on experience. That's day number 2. Day number 3, we're going to dig into supercharging your sales, talking about creating premium offers, talking about sales automation, talking about weekly sales calendars. So set up and sell, that's the focus, okay? So if you enjoy what I'm talking about today, we're really going to dig into even more sales secrets, even more when it comes to creating virtual experiences, hands-on, using my methodology. And you can, when you go over to sistersense.com/GBGB, I'm going to pop that back on the screen for you. That gives you the opportunity to get my Girl Boss goodie basket. It's full of some of my upcoming events, some of my resources, and favorite tech tools, like one of the tools that I'm going to share with you in just a bit. Okay. So let me see. So far, we've been talking about smart strategies. And when it comes to sales, I've given you 3. Host free virtual events so that you can build your list and do something awesome for your existing audience, right? And then I also said free, you can get paid with free strategically. So hosting free events, number 1. Number 2, replacing those offline events that have now been canceled with online events like a webinar or workshop. And then number 3, I said to you, giving people the GBB strategy, good, better, best, giving them the opportunity to get a good price point, a better price point, and the best possible price point. And then putting the ball in their court, letting them decide what they can afford, what works for them, as opposed to you trying to tear your hair out and come up with the best price. Because some of you guys are sitting on your greatness. You're sitting on your offers because you don't quite know what to put out, and you don't want to put it out yet and have people reject it and not buy it. So you're not putting it out, right? We need to fix that. We need to make sure that you're doing what you need to do. So as I am checking in to see what you guys are saying in the comment box, feel free to let me know which of these strategies resonates with you. And then if you've been enjoying this session so far, I ask you to tag some business besties who would love to learn about smart sales and work at home tools, tag them because I'm going to be talking about sales and work at home web tools all week, and share this out because that's what it's about, right? So make sure that you hit that share button, whatever platform you're on right now. Share out this live stream web class, number one, tag some business besties. Number two, let me know which of these strategies just might work for you. So let's see. Hey, Dr. Sky. So Dr. Sky is in California. Welcome, welcome. Scrolling down. Yes, drop that into the comment box for me. GBB. Lavon says, I listened to the live summit. It was awesome. Yay. Awesome. Awesome. I've been working hard today, y'all. I had so many fun contests and giveaways, and I was making sure that between Sunday and today, everybody got their good. So if you missed the live virtual summit, make sure that you grab your Girl Boss Goody Basket, that free PDF over at sistersense.com/GBGB. Let me see if I can pop that back on the screen for you. So that make sure you grab that, so that inside of that PDF, you can click the link to listen to the replays before they go away. They're going to go away in less than 24 hours. And I also want to make sure that if you want to participate or get the replays from the weekend workshop I'm doing Friday, Saturday, and Sunday coming up, you can grab those too. Okay, so sistersense.com/GBGB. And I think, let me check that real quick. I think I need to modify that ever so slightly because I think it's missing an A in Sister Sense. I tell y'all, I type so fast sometimes. There we go. sistersense.com/GBGB. That's that free Girl Boss Goody Basket with good resources and tools just for you from me. So I'm going to share some of my favorite work at home tools with you guys consistently throughout this week in this smart business tools conversation. And one of the wonderful tools that I used to help me work on this project was ConvertKit. What email marketing platform are you using right now? If you're not using anyone, just say none. But if there's one in particular that you absolutely love, feel free to drop it into the comment box. I love ConvertKit. I'm able to easily put together beautiful landing pages. And I love the fact that now they have a free level for people who are just starting out on a budget, a super tight budget, which is pretty cool as well. As a matter of fact, if you were to go to sistersense.com/LWL, so replace GBGB like you see right there with LWL, and that would give you an opportunity to get into my free Launch with Leads 7-day challenge. And I show you how to put together landing pages, lead magnets, and build your list using the ConvertKit platform. It's pretty awesome and it's free. You can't beat that with a bat. And of course, like I mentioned before, inside of the Girl Boss Goody Basket, this free guide, there are a lot of other resources and tools that I share with you in there. So literally, I gave you 2 tools, honestly. ConvertKit is one of my favorites when it comes to list building and setting up landing pages. And then also my 7-day list building Launch with Leads challenge is free over at sistersense.com/LWL. So here's the deal. You want people to sign up to a free event, you're going to have something for them to sign into, right? So the landing page that I created, I used ConvertKit to do that. And that was number 1. And I'm going to continue to share resources with you throughout this week. And just communicating and letting people know, okay, here's the call and details, sending that out via email. Okay, now that we've done the sessions, here are the replays, like communicating consistently with my audience and then saying, okay, now that the virtual is done, have you registered for the upcoming weekend workshop? You want to sell, you have to consistently communicate with your audience and you've got to capture their emails. You know, you can't just simply say, oh, I'm doing an event and it's free. Here's the details. People do that all the time, and that's a really bad mistake. Anybody here has done that before? When you want to give, and essentially what I'm asking you is, have you ever done something or wanted to give something away for free online and you just straight gave it to people? Here's the call-in details. Here's the free dot, dot, dot. Just take it. As opposed to putting it behind a sign-up form, a landing page. So that if they're going to give it to them for free, make sure that you're getting their email, because that's going to allow you to work on communicating with them later, selling to them later, and building your list. So when you are launching that next offer, like I say, you launch with leads to customers and not crickets. You got to work on building your list. Who here needs to work on list building more? Right? Creating a free event like a virtual summit is a great way to work on building your list, especially if you have speakers. I had some amazing ladies like Kim Coles and Tashina Davis, and having speakers and them sharing out the event, hint, hint, by the way, also allows you to quickly build your list because they're sharing it and their people are coming onto your list, right? So those were a couple of great tools that I wanted to share with you today. Number one. And number two, I wanted to give you the opportunity just to get a little bit of a breakdown as far as how I get paid with free and some of the things I'm doing to strategically and consistently bring in 5 figures into the business, 4 and 5 figures into the business on a weekly, monthly basis, right? You got to work on them 4-figure goals and then 5-figure goals if you want to hit 6 figures annually or even quarterly, right? That's just the reality of the situation. Focusing on we're getting 4 to 5 figures on a weekly or monthly basis so that you can generate 6 to 7 figures either every quarter or every year. To be clear, that's how it works when it comes to strategy and intention when it comes to sales. Okay. So just kind of gonna pop in here to see. Super helpful. Awesome. Good to have you here, my dear. Valerie says, me. Hey, Valerie, one of the lovely ladies in my circle who not only participated live, but got to hang out and ask Kim Coles a couple of questions as well. I love doing live because you get to speak with the speakers, get insight, get support, get motivation. I'm telling you, I put my foot in it, and I'm not trying to be conceited, but as they say, I'm not cocky, I'm confident. For real, like for real, for real. We had such a good time. So many ladies said to me, and literally the virtual summit was about 5.5 hours. They were like, I was glued to my seat the whole time. Like I did not get up from 8 o'clock, from I think it was like 8:55 we started to like 3 something. I was glued, right? Which is so funny because I'm like, it's virtual and no one can see you and you can get up and call out and come back. But it was, I don't know what that was. It was so engaging that quite a few people were just like on and stayed on and stuck on because they didn't want to miss anything, which I love. That's the kind of events that I love to create. So helping you guys create engaging events, turn free events into profit to sell, all that good stuff. We're going to be talking about inside of the weekend, the 3-day weekend workshop. So make sure that you register for that. And when you get your Girl Boss Goody Basket, the link in there to listen to the replays before those go away, number one. And number two, to sign up for the 3-day Spring into Action weekend workshop, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Whether you participate live or via the replays, you can do that too. Okay. So that is it. That's all I have for you. Hey, Caroline. Hey, hey, hey. My cousin is in the building. Mwah. I always love when fam pop on. Leslie, Armanda. I'm going to say Miss Hudson because I don't want to say it wrong. I think I already said it wrong. This is why I don't try to pronounce people's names. But again, feel free to share this out, tag some business besties. Make sure that you turn on alerts and notifications so you can see when I'm live, so you can jump on here live with me. And of course, if you're catching me on YouTube, you can also hit the subscribe button as well. Wherever you are, whenever you are, I am here every single day, dropping on here to drop some nuggets on you when it comes to strategically working on your money, your marketing, and your sales goals too. This week, we're talking about smart business moves, specifically some of my favorite sales secrets and work at home tools. So, hey, I hope this was helpful, like I said, for you guys today. And I'll definitely do my best to continue coming on here so I can share some more. Valerie says the virtual summit was awesome, was glued to my seat. I love it. I love it. I had clients in the UK. Valerie's one of my international clients in the UK, clients here in the States, clients in Eastern Standard, in Pacific. Everybody was everywhere so that they could be there for the summit. So make sure you catch them replays or grab the replays, but again, before those go up and go away. Hopefully I will see you guys real soon, right back here for a little bit more of fire, Sister Sense style. So, alrighty, my dears, till tomorrow, take care. Mwah.